some news. I hate to make this kind of videos, by the way, it's my first time. But I think it's needed that people understand a reality. And the reality from me here in Ukraine for 17 years. I start my life for the third time here, and it seems I will be obliged to start it again, fourth time. This is not good. This is a war that doesn't have rules or honor. This is very depressing, becoming very dangerous. Thank God so far the city and the district of Poltava is not much affected, but there are many empty houses. There are humanitarian corridors in districts around us that, in spite of the temporary ceasefire, it was not respected. We had planes launching toys and mobile phones and things with value, with explosives inside. We have people taking out from their houses and being shooted just like that. We have most of the missiles are falling on buildings where people live. There are people without water, without electricity, without warming, and without food. Even here in Poltava, the situation starts a bit chaotic because it's missing food. You know, we go to supermarkets and there's nothing there to buy besides rice, spaghetti, ice cream or shrimps that nobody can buy. There's no fish, there's no meat, there's no eggs, there's no milk products. So I cannot foresee any fast, good solution that will help Ukraine. I see many negotiations, but these negotiations, unfortunately, where people on the key places have a coffee break, more kids and old people are dying here unfairly because this war has nothing to be with the war between countries that have a motive. There's no motive to be here. We see soldiers that some are sincere, they really were deceived, but others is not the case. They knew very well for what they came from. They just surrender when they run out of ammunitions or they are caught. Yesterday they caught a jet fighter that was also bombing at the orders of Assad, the dictator. Finally, they caught him here. Ukrainians and the president are really strong on a way that is scary because they really do not have any contemplation for their lives and they are going to fight till God save they don't fail or lose, but Russia is stronger. And I don't blame Russians, I blame the government. This is a war of the Russian government and ideology against Ukraine. As soldiers notice here, there are no Ukrainians asking to be saved. There are no one here that wants to belong to Russia, though we are the same people. There are families in Russia, there are families here, they are separated, part of the members are there, part are here. People are brothers in their legacy. They don't have to be or to be submitted to this terrible politic that is going on. So many things are involved, obviously. Some countries, they react fast. Others, they have their own interests, take longer. But at the end, they belong or seem to be united. But goodwill and good words will never be enough to make this country go back, and when it will go back, if it will go back. And is so much destroyed already that it will take years to put this back to what it was, if that is really possible to be again what it was before. So I hold it as much as I could, and my family pressed me. I cannot be responsible for making a wrong decision of staying here and risk my daughter or my wife to have God knows which problems. So I have to start to move. I have to leave part of the family behind and be able to leave them somehow prepared and safeguarded, financially as well. I will have to take them to Portugal, but it's not easy because I am a man, doesn't matter my Portuguese citizenship. I cannot enter the trains. They say that men cannot occupy the position of a woman or a child. I would not disagree with that. I understand the emergency and the need of taking these people out. So I try to find transportation. We are at the moment, as I know, 3 Portuguese in Poltava and 1 American. I'm offering $1,000 for a ride that cost $15, and I don't find anyone. So I have friends, good friends. Many of you have been in contact with me. I've been helping, even financially, because we cannot take money from credits. It is martial law. All is closed. All my VIP cards don't work only cash and debit cards if you have the funds that you need. So at the end, as people say here, we all here in Ukraine will remember less the enemy and more those that may have forgotten us. It's not the case. I have many of you very good friends helping, supporting, many willing to come here. That is very crazy thing to do, but I value that courage and determination. So I wanted just for you to understand that this is my only and exclusive point of view. It's my reality. And there are people that are much worse than me here. So I am no victim. I'm just the result of this situation. For being stubborn to stay longer, I made my life difficult, but I could not leave people behind. But now I will have to do it. It's a survival mode. So keep supporting us, keep with the spirit in our side, because as we know, learning by history, all these kind of empires, they only collapse from within. Nobody is going to put the rulers down unless their own people. So the more sanctions, the more shares, the more appropriation of assets from all these people that were created to be surrounded the rulers. If you attack them, they will attack who they should do. So let's hope for the best, and thank you for having you with me, and God bless every one of you. Thank you.